again, friends. I'm back with another literacy activity for us today. So in your take-home packets, you'll find a little story called We Can Plant a Garden. So this is our little emergent reader for this week, and what we're going to focus on is how a sentence starts. We're going to slow down and count spaces in between our words, and then we're going to talk about the end of a sentence. How does a sentence end? And then we're going to go back and talk about sight words. You guys ready? All right. So the first thing I did was I colored all my pages because, you know, everything's better in color. And now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut my book in half. Remember, when you use scissors, you use thumbs on top. You go nice and slow. And I'm going to put this, actually I think it goes like this, and put it together really quick. All right, you guys ready? All right, so the first page is the title page, and it says We Can Plant a Garden, and it's written by Albright K. Turner, or J. Albright and K. Turner. Okay, so we're gonna flip it open. All right, the first sentence says, we can plant these seeds. See, the little girl and little boy have seed packets. So how does that sentence start? And we're going to use the color green for go and identify that sentences start with a capital letter. You see that capital W right there? All right, and then we're going to slow down with the color yellow and count the spaces. And you're going to put a line in all of your spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's awesome. All right, and then we're going to take red for stop to identify the ending of a sentence. And all sentences end with a punctuation mark. And this one is called a period. We can plant these seeds, period. All right, now I'm going to use the color blue and circle any sight words I see. I know that the is a sight word. And can. What about we? Is we a sight word? So last week when I did this with pre-K 1, they were really good about identifying lots of sight words, okay? So I'm just gonna highlight it like that. All right, we're gonna do another couple of pages. All right, so I'm gonna turn it over because I haven't stapled my book yet. Ooh, this sentence is long. I think there are 2. All right, let's see. I can pull the weeds. You can water the plants. So get your green marker out. We're going to identify those capital letters. I and Y. 2 sentences, 2 capital letters. Remember, we're going to go slow and count the spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first sentence, and we're going to go ahead and do the second sentence. There's also 4 spaces in that one. Then I'm going to take my red and highlight the punctuation mark, the period, kind of like that. All right, and then the blue for the sight words. Those 2 sentences are full of sight words. I bet you guys can try and read those sentences. All right, so let's just do one more, guys. You ready? All right, what color do I need to start to go? Green. This sentence reads, we can pick the plants, and those are yummy tomato plants, and carrots at the bottom, and I love tomato plants. I love tomatoes. All right, I can't wait to see what your books look like after you color the pictures and you really work on those sentences and identifying the capital letter and the punctuation mark and the spaces, and then last but not least, the sight words, okay? I look forward to seeing your work in our Zoom meetings, or you guys can send us pictures on email, okay? Have a good day.
All right, guys, for our read together today, we're going to read the book, The Bernstein Bears Come Clean for School. So with everything kind of going on around us, it's really important to remember to wash your hands and wash your hands the correct way. So we're going to read this book just to keep those reminders. says, nasty little germs make you cough and wheeze. Please cover your mouth if you must sneeze. And here's the pictures of lots of germs. So, it was the first day back at school in Bear Country. Brother and Sister Bear were up bright and early. After washing up, they hurried downstairs to join Mama, Papa, and Honey Bear for breakfast. Papa was coming to school too as a parent helper. Mama had bowls of hot oatmeal ready with "Have a great day" written in raisins. Thanks, Mama, said Sister, digging into her oatmeal. Yum, yum, added Brother. Oh boy, said Papa, I love raisins on my, achoo! Oatmeal, Papa said as he sneezed. Bless you, said Mama, but you should really cover your mouth and nose when you sneeze, Papa, so you won't spread germs. Germs, said Papa. Oh, piffle, who's worried about a few germs among friends? Before Mama could say anything about Papa's views on germs, the cubs were grabbing their backpacks and heading out the door with Papa. Bye, Mama. Bye, honey, they called. Have a nice first day of school, said Mama. Oh, wait, you should wash your hands. That's another way to keep germs from spreading. Wash our hands, said Papa. Oh, piffle, they look clean enough to me. Come on, cubs. Mama sighed. The cubs always seemed to get sick at the start of school, but it was hard to get the family to follow good health rules. I do hope they learn more about it in school, Mama thought. Let's see. At the bus stop, some cubs were coughing and sneezing. Most didn't even bother to cover their mouths and noses. Sister gave her best friend Lizzie Bruin a big hug. Hiya, Lizzie, said Sister. Are you ready for school? I don't feel very good, said Lizzie with a stuffy nose. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Poor Lizzie, said Sister. You sound awful. Papa shook hands with Lizzie's dad, who was also a parent helper for the day. But Mr. Bruin had a cold and kept blowing his nose. He sounded like a foghorn. Soon the bus pulled up and they all climbed aboard. Lots of germs spreading. When they got to school, they found there was going to be a special assembly by Dr. Gert Grizzly, who was giving a talk about good health rules. That should make Mama happy, said Papa. You'll learn about all those nasty germs of hers. Inside the auditorium, the school custodian, Grizzly Gus, was setting up a slide projector with Mr. Bruin. Hiya, Gus, said Papa, shaking hands. Grizzly Gus had a bad cough, but he didn't bother covering his mouth while he worked, and Mr. Bruin kept blowing his nose. The two of them made quite a racket. Honk, honk. Lots of germs. Principal Honeycomb introduced Dr. Grizzly, and the slideshow began. Hello, cubs, she said. You all know me. I'm the doctor who's been taking care of all of you since you were born. I see you when you are sick or hurt, and I give you shots and medicine to keep you from getting sick. But today, I want to tell you about something else that's important for good health. Coming clean. Now let's talk about germs. They are too small to see except close up through a microscope like this. Germs are everywhere. They're in the earth, in the water, on things in your house, on your skin, and inside of you. Some even float in the air. Most of them don't hurt you, but some of these little guys are big trouble. This is the common cold germ. It's very, very tiny, but it can make you very, very sick. Some of you are coughing and sneezing. This little character is causing all the trouble. Duck. What can we do about germs? We can start by making sure we don't spread them around. When we cough or sneeze, lots of germs get into the air. Then someone else may breathe them in and get sick. Always sneeze into your elbow and cover your mouth when you cough. That keeps germs from spreading. But the biggest germ spreaders are hands. Germs get on our hands and we spread the germs by shaking hands or putting things in our mouths. Uh-oh. To stop this, all you have to do is wash your hands. Wash with soap and warm water gets rid of germs. Always always wash your hands before you eat and after you use the bathroom. In fact, it's a good idea to wash your hands whenever they are dirty. Try to wash for as long as it takes to sing Happy Birthday to You twice. Now here's a friend of mine, Jerry the Germ, with a special message. The Cubs all laughed and clapped and the slideshow was over. Now, said Principal Honeycomb, I want to see all of you get off to a good start by going back to class and washing your hands. The Cubs were soon getting lathered up in the class art sink. Aren't you going to wash your hands, Papa? Asked Sister. Oh, piffle, said Papa. My hands are clean enough. I don't see what the big fuss is over a few little, achoo, germs. Bless you, said Sister. Uh-oh, I think Papa's getting sick. When the Cubs got home from school that afternoon, they told Mama about what they had learned, and Mama was very pleased. Isn't that wonderful, she said. That's just the message I've been trying to get across. What do you think, Papa? But Papa just sneezed. Achoo! Bless you, said Mama. Are you all right? I don't feel very good, Papa stippled. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Uh-oh. So Mama and the Cubs put Papa to bed and gave him some hot soup. Then they all went and washed their hands. All right. So when you guys come back to school, we're going to be doing lots and lots of hand washing and making sure that we wash our hands for the right amount of time. So in this book, she said to sing Happy Birthday to You twice. So I think there's some other songs that we can sing to make sure we're washing our hands long enough. I think some friends here I heard singing the alphabet. So maybe you guys have other ideas. When you're here, you can let us know. And we hope to see you guys soon and keeping everybody safe and healthy. See you guys soon.